their business
Disney
strategy
especially.
doesn't mean that we are making
Yes.
good movies.
And more, no. One more thing.
And
A
RRR
few
does
more
not
things.
deserve shit. I'm sorry, I
Achha.
can't agree to that. No songs, no story, no, nothing. Okay, I will bring CGI animals to the entire courtyard. Okay, while defending myself through the same CGI animals I fed for months. Okay, I will fight British in the same arena. Okay, whatever. Moving on. ఆడు ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఏంది చెక్క ముక్క పట్టుకొని అట్ట అంటే అందరు అట్లా పడిపోతుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ విత్ తెలుగు పీపుల్. Even though they have good story, they can't tell it properly. Why?
Episode 2, Noob and Curious. It's Noob and Curious. Again, I made a mistake right there. Okay, what do we call this? Is the Oscar
Classic
special?
brother.
Oscar special.
Oscar roasting rather. Let's see how it goes.
Let's not roast anybody. Let's just roast each other. Let's not roast anybody outside. No.
That's equivalent to
just
we
recording.
getting roasted, right? We are touching.
Yeah, people
some
should
content.
be open to constructive criticism. Right? Why do you
People
have
should be open
to
to
like
getting made fun of.
exactly?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get made fun of.
All right.
That's
so
a sign
starting
of
off
a
with
democratic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what? Okay, we have people walking around in the background. Okay, that's the quality of the show. Okay.
Yes.
Having said
But
that,
hey,
let's
high
start
production
off,
value.
High production value. The Oscar special
Oscar
with
special.
with the renowned movie critic Steve
Nah.
and Shanthi.
I'm not a critic. I barely even watch movies. So
Great start.
Yes, and what about me?
Yes.
I don't even know half of the only 2 movies, and I don't even know 90% of the movies that were there during the Oscars.
So okay, we don't need to be right. So the thing is, see, we are excited about the fact that మన ఇండియన్ మన తెలుగు సినిమా ఒకటైతే వచ్చింది ఆస్కర్లో పడినాం బై. Now what's our take on it? And how are we happy or unhappy? So I don't know. Let's find out.
Speaking of unhappy, let's do a review Oscars kanta, starting with Steve Kaka.
Nah,
Who is the movie connoisseur here? Who embraces the world cinema, especially
especially Telugu cinema. He's a buff, he's like there's a Tollywood written on here.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a tattoo. It says Tollywood here.
Yeah. I can see it, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. What's your take on Oscars?
Well, guys, just to give audience a heads up, we have been movie buffs since I don't know forever. Chala varaku Hollywood cover chesevallam when we were kids or even teens. Thanks to the fact that life happened and we have been sticking to the usual routines of I don't know a movie every weekend or a movie every fortnight. So the fact of we have got a chance to get into international dais kind of excited us, and we have spent our times to watch the movie RRR. And to be honest, నేను ముందే చూశాను. నేను అప్పుడప్పుడు చూస్తాను తెలుగు సినిమాలు. సో మా సైనికులు పైన ఇద్దరు అప్పుడప్పుడే చూస్తుంటారు అనమాట. So yes,
I barely watch movies. Not even Telugu. I barely watch movies.
You used to at least.
I know a lot about the movies.
Movie is not an alien subject to you, right? That's what I mean. So anyway, Steve, how did you even got to watch RRR? What's your take on it?
No, wait. Actually, let's start with the Oscars first, or let's make him comfortable first. Let's make him comfortable with what he already knows much, or what he has good opinions on.
Okay. I mean, it's not about good or bad opinion. I mean, Oscars has changed since I was a kid. When Oscars back when I was a kid, it was all about amazing movies, amazing storytelling, and how you tell stories and everything. And also those stories were I mean they were mostly not fictional or anything, but they are real life based stories, or whatever incidents happen, and then amazing actor performances. So there are a lot of things going on. Now it's like, I mean, obviously, the movies which are making the most money is not in Oscars. అంటే మార్వెల్ మూవీస్ అవన్నీ లేవు ఇంకా, మార్వెల్ డీసీ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, రైట్? కానీ నడుస్తుంది. ఐ మీన్ ద కేటగిరీస్ దే ఆర్ నామినేటెడ్ ఫర్, దేర్ ఓకే. అంటే చిన్నప్పుడు నేను చూసేవాడిని అవన్నీ, వాట్ ఎవర్ బీయింగ్ నామినేటెడ్, రైట్? అవి కూడా బాగానే ఉండే, లైక్ రియలీ గుడ్ మూవీస్, బట్ దే డిడ్ంట్ విన్, ఇట్స్ ఫైన్. కానీ ఈ మధ్యన కొంచెం అంత తోపేం లేదు, బట్ ఇట్స్ ఓకే. Yeah, but I don't know what you guys think about Oscars.
Steve sounds like uncle from our childhood. మా ఆ రోజుల్లో అప్పుడు మొత్తం కంటెంట్ ఉండేది, ఇప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది అంతా అదే.
Actually, I have a question here. It's actually true. Yeah. అంటే we're all like over 30. We మనకి nostalgia అంటే చాలా పిచ్చి, back when those were the days. And I have a question here. So he brought up Marvel ikkada. And from a casual question, do you think the Marvel movies of the last 10-15 years, they were very big? Which movies do you think deserve an Oscar? Was there a Marvel movie that won an Oscar?
No, I don't think so.
No.
And also, I don't think they're worth winning Oscars, to be honest.
Guys, wait a second.
Half the movies, yeah.
కాదరా, అది వకండా ఫోరెవర్ దేనికి నామినేట్ అయింది ఆస్కర్ కి దిస్ ఇయర్.
Oscars nominate అవుతాయి, but in my opinion they are not movies which are Oscar worthy. Any movie, any Marvel movie or DC, they're just pure entertainment. And why? Because half the movie is special effects, and then the other half of the movie, some actors manage to do good acting, some don't. It doesn't really, Oscar nominated levels level. Like for example, if you take The Whale, this thing, trailer చూస్తే నీకు ఏడుపు వచ్చేస్తుంది. And that guy,
is it that bad?
And no, it's that good. The Brendan Fraser gives that good of a performance. I mean, even though you don't know the entire story yet. Yeah, the mummy guy, out of nowhere, okay, he comes in and then he delivers this brilliant. So Atlantic movies lo neeku special effects avanni avasram le. The actors do all the heavy lifting, which is supposed to be, and that's how you are supposed to award Oscars too. That's what I meant by mundu etla undeno ippudu atla ledhu. It's all become very commercial, and you want to get your movie out there. Or sometimes what happens is, how actors win Oscars, right? And then they the next movie they make, they're suddenly, hey, I'm an Oscar winner, I need 10 times more than I used to get. So they invest, or they make the director invest, or they make everyone invest, to get a nomination also. Okay, so the process,
they really spend on it, they throw money at it.
Yeah, they throw money at it. Konaru, until they don't, I mean, I don't know, as far as I know, I hope they don't buy wins. Okay, but they buy a chance to be in the Oscars.
I didn't know this. Okay. But
another question, Chopra.
No, but what I don't understand is, what's the guy's name? Brandon Fraser, kada?
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. Okay.
English. Fraser, not Fraser.
Fraser.
Okay. తెలుగులో రావు ఏంటి వస్తుంది. Kidding. I don't understand, why does it matter if the movie has VFX? The actor is an actor anyway. If the director if the director decides to exploit the actor, it happens irrespective of his choice of VFX. So akada VFX are only enhancing the movie's experience, like Avatar or even Mummy.
Interstellar.
So it's the same old Brendan Fraser, like whatever you guys said. So how does it matter?
Well, as a whole, when you put it in a movie context, I don't see it working, because see, VFX is very important, I get it, they enhance the experience, right? Like you said. But if it's in an animation movie, great, or even if it's not animation, let's say some part of Marvel movie or DC movie, one particular scene was done very brilliantly through VFX, is still not good enough because it doesn't tie up to the entire movie. It's not always about the VFX. It's about the how you tell. It's about storytelling. It's about how you tell the story. It's about the actors actually, performing in a way where you make your audience feel something. Apart from woohoo excitement, oh hero, coming in, destroying everything, which is great. I mean, entertainment wise, which is great. Like I'm a comic book fan since I was a kid, రైట్. సో నాకేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, అండ్ నేను మొత్తం 21-25 మూవీస్ ఎంత ఎన్ని మూవీస్ ఉన్నా అన్ని చూసేసిన నేను 2-3 సార్లు కూడా చూసిన. ఓకే, బట్ ఐ వుడెంట్ సే దట్ ఇట్ మూవ్డ్ మీ టు మై కోర్, దట్ I will watch this like every Christmas or every time I feel bad or every, there are some movies కొన్ని ఉంటాయి at least నాకు, okay, where those are set movies where that made me feel so good or that moved me to my core that అప్పుడప్పుడు ఆ టైంలో నాకు చూడబుద్ధి అవుతుంది మళ్ళీ, బికాస్ I relate to that, much more than అది. So that's why I don't think it's relevant.
Are you talking about Marvel movies, right? Or
Yeah,
movies
I'm
in
talking
general,
about Marvel. No.
Okay.
Marvel, or no, I'm only talking about Marvel and DC right now because that's all there
For
is.
VFX.
Yeah, I mean
For
VFX and as a movie,
Yeah.
as a whole, because I mean that's all there is right now. That's another problem. I don't know if you guys know this director Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, so he gives us a big difference, there. Like before, people used to watch movies for the actor. For example, Brad Pitt's performance, okay, for anything, Inglourious Bastards, or whatever he was really good at, Benjamin Button and all of that. Now they watch the movie for Captain America, not Chris Evans. They watch Captain America is the star. Iron Man is the star, not Robert Downey Jr. So that's a huge difference, and I think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, but that's the franchise. But anyway, that's a big debate. But what do you think about the?
What do you think about what? And okay, I have a lot of opinions here, and the only things and మన topic divert అయిపోతుంది out of what we actually plan to discuss. But anyway, I'll keep it short here. నా opinion ఏంటంటే, I'm not a big Marvel fan, but I follow what you guys say or what the audience is saying about Marvel movies. But I think it became a money making machine, Marvel, really, since Iron Man came in 2008 నుంచి. Movie success చూసి people, I think maybe it was a planned move అనుకుంటా అప్పటి నుంచి. They created these so many characters. Like, how many characters are there in Marvel? Like thousands. I'm really curious. There are like thousands of characters, because like I can't even keep up with all those names. Okay, so anyway, but akkada smart thing, and which one thing that I really liked in these Marvel movies is, even though there are so many movies and so many characters, they are all connected. Okay, all of them all show up, quite often. Avengers movies lo, Infinity War lo, our connection boundary. So it was all a planned thing. Okay, it made them a lot of money. It made them global stars. It made them icons, like for the kids of today's generation. Okay. So business paranga aithe, it's a brilliant move, because that's what ultimately matters, right? Money making is what movies are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there are money making movies like that, and then there are people who focus on the actual storytelling of things. And I feel that they are worthy of Oscars, and then these people obviously can make money. I mean, it doesn't matter. And obviously Kevin Feige had this elaborate plan, which thankfully worked out. For
he's the Marvel head laga navadu MCU ki.
Yeah.
I think it's Kevin Feige, whatever. Kevin Feige. This is how it's.
Antostudamma maaku Telugu maaku raadu.
Corrections.
Okay, Mali, let's move to the Oscars, Marika. Let's talk about what...
I'm coming there.
We are talking about Oscars.
We are coming to Oscars through this because what Steve is essentially saying is, a director like our humble director Rajamouli cannot envision something like a story such as a tribal warrior trying to save a child from his clan by making a master move of, I don't know, encaging a few wild animals and releasing them in a grand courtyard of a palace. See, ultimately he's filled with emotion. That guy is desperate to save the girl of his clan. That's the plot of the story, and he did it, and it has an emotion, and nobody has the balls to envision that because it may not land. It sounds so lame. It still sounds
And
lame, but if the person who's on in the theater, on the seat, in the moment, feels for it, he got it. He got the awe. So it
what
was
sounds lame? What is lame here, ikkada?
the whole script of it. నేను చెప్తాను నీకు. అరే ఒకడు ఉన్నాడు ట్రైబల్ వాడు.
Hmm.
A tribal అమ్మాయి, she got imprisoned or she got enslaved by
Hmm.
British rule. So NTR, who is the protagonist, went for her rescue. How did he go? What's his plan? He kind of, okay, you know the story of RRR, right? I'm just
Yeah.
repeating.
But I got the
So
point, right? But my thing to what I'm trying to understand is why is this script lame? I mean, because that's how most of these big things start. They start, because of small things and then they turn big. Even World War One, Chudo, it
mhm.
started because somebody got shot. Not somebody, but this guy Ferdinand King, he got shot on the road by like some
Some
rebel
guy in the
kid,
mob. Yeah.
and that's when everybody like woke up in all of Europe, వాళ్ళ past grudges మళ్ళీ బయటకు వచ్చాయి. That's how the whole thing started. The
See,
whole world war fought. So that's
I'm
also scripted.
happy.
Then I'm saying,
I'm
uh,
happy. Yeah. Yeah.
so I'm saying the story is simple, but అంటే విజువల్గా చాలా బాగా తీశాడు. So I don't think, at least you and and I don't know about Robin or Steve, uh, we don't we tend to hesitate praising Telugu movies అనిపిస్తుంది కొన్నిసార్లు, because we watch a lot of Hollywood movies and we set that as a standard for
Uh-huh.
excellence. So we
Mhm.
don't we often compare our Telugu movies with those movies, and then we always say our movies fall short because of this. Okay, so అలా అన్నందుకు అంటే మనము ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఓపెన్ మైండ్తో వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటాను మూవీస్కి. నేను అంటే చాలా ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ పెట్టుకోకూడదు. Okay,
Okay.
especially if you watch our movies, because అక్కడ there is a big culture shift. మన మూవీస్కి మూవీస్కి వాళ్ళ మూవీస్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్ లైక్ గ్రాండియోస్, అవి ఇవి చేస్తారు వాళ్ళు.
Mhm.
మనవి అంటే కొన్ని లోకలైజ్డ్ ఉంటాయి. ఈవెన్ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ కూడా ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఇట్ వాజ్ మేడ్ టు బి ఎ గ్లోబల్ ఫిల్మ్. ఇట్ జస్ట్
It
టర్న్డ్
wasn't.
అవుట్ టు బి
It
ఎ గ్లోబల్
wasn't.
హిట్. ఈవెన్ ద సాంగ్
I
నాటు
was a
నాటు కూడా ఇట్స్ లైక్ అ నార్మల్
yeah.
మాస్ తెలుగు సాంగ్ అది. అది
Dude,
ఐ
we
డోంట్ నో.
grew up watching such songs. I don't
Like,
understand how it got. I mean, I'm happy
yeah,
that it
I
got.
was shocked to see, all these white people in the US in the theaters, like going like bonkers over this song. Okay, the
I
dance
know.
was great. I mean, it's very complicated moves. Uh,
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Check out.
Robin, what do you say? What is your
Take.
elaborate take on RRR?
So I know that movies are subjective to whoever sees it, and then if they like it, they don't like it or whatever. So I'm not. I mean, when it comes to RRR, okay, the things which make me. I mean, it's first of all the movie length, 3 hours. Why can't we tell a good story in less than that? Why do we need 3 hours? Second of all, undeveloped character plots. Okay, why do we need? I mean, when we bring veteran actors like Ajay Devgan, okay, all he does was move his lips. Okay, he doesn't even make an effort. I don't know how many crores he took, and he doesn't even make an effort to learn those Telugu lines. Why? I know it's not Ajay Devgan speaking. It doesn't make any sense. And then you bring in Shreya Sharan. All she does is look hot. And then you bring in what's her name, Alia Bhatt. Okay, she's a household name in Bollywood, and all she does is look hot and then cry a little bit. That's all they do. And then they start off with this superhuman ability for Ram Charan. Okay, and then he's like, go get that guy. He's like, yes, I will go beat up. the most strongest warriors in our race, okay, who still guard our walls right now. But hey, it's Ram Charan, so it has to do all of this in this 1,000 mob crowd, and that's it. And then he comes back, and then he normal takes his position, and then he feels bad for not getting a promotion for that. I was like, well, there are bigger problems at hand, buddy. Okay, and I know that there's a plot coming up or whatever. And then you see this jungle boy, okay, in Gochi, doing all these acrobatics with what do you say, tiger. I'm like, okay, why? Okay, and then the whole plots, okay, converge where I like the part where they did not know each other, and then they were hunting each other, but they did not know, or whatever. I like that. It was done before in other movies. Fine. I mean, it's all about how you tell the same narrative. I get it. Okay, but after that, his amazing plot, okay, of I'm going to feed all jungle animals and then throw it inside of the a fully guarded British Empire kind of thing, and then they are going to eat each other while they fight the same animals which they have to control or whatever. They still can't do that. Why can't you just, I mean, you're one guy, okay? You're one guy from a jungle, okay? You can, have other approaches, like you can use the, girl you had coffee with, okay? Or you can, climb, stuff out there, use a stealth approach. No, I want to do CGI animals, and then flip around the air, okay? And then Ramcharan comes in with, I like his, divide, that, oh, should I help my friend or should I help my country? I love it. But then he destroys it by destroying cement wall. I mean, why do we need that? Okay, and then he gets captured, okay, and then NTR has to go back to get Ramcharan out, okay, and even then, okay, in the middle of the night he has to capture him, rescue him, and he still has to rely on stupid dramatic effect where he pulls out the iron cage from the ground, puts him on his back, and then both of them go like one body. Okay, we can barely like do a hacky sack race together, but but hey, we can do the entire thing. And then he wears the Rama outfit, and then with the help of CGI arrows takes out an entire squad of people with guns, okay, with guns, okay, and he does all that, okay, why we don't know. And then NTR, before destroying the building, he pulls the crates out, okay, somehow manages to put it in the truck, and then we're done with the movie. I mean, the story sucks, the storytelling sucks, the dramatic effect is not really needed, okay, especially when they were saving the boy. I'm like, when they don't even know each other, and they're like, and then ah, and then they run from a different side of the building, okay, and when all that shit was going on, okay, I kept thinking, why not, I mean, the water is on fire, okay, why not do what everybody does in every movie, take a risk of jumping in, going under the water where there is no fire, okay, and trying to get the boy out. But no, we have to have this elaborate escape plan and then do the same shit and run underwater and then hold hands because now we're besties. Woohoo! Why? I mean, I forget comparing to Hollywood movies, dude. Ante no Atlanta no. And we should set the standard of Hollywood. We're Indians. We compare with the first rankers all the time, and then you're like,
but are they first
oh
rankers?
no. Let's do first rankers in my small
Hold
community
on,
of Hollywood.
but
Why?
are they really first rankers?
What do you mean? Are they really? Sorry, did someone from the Whale or Everything Everywhere All at Once get invited to Tollywood, awards in Hyderabad somewhere? No,
Because it's not
we
international.
went there. It's international. Exactly. We're not internationally recognized anywhere. except in the Indian community. And now because of this, yeah, why they what do you say, took RRR's name, even though it is just a regular Tollywood movie, even though the Natu is just a regular whatever Tollywood song. You know why?
Why?
Because of the age old shit, a story which we have to tell of
Okay.
independence. 75 years, okay, gone. Okay, we didn't do shit. We replaced one dictator to to another mini dictators in different industries. Okay,
Okay,
but
this is
but
going on
hey,
a different note.
let's
Okay, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
let's make a movie
Yeah.
about independence. Same thing happened here also. I'm not talking about just this movie. What do you say? Zero Dark 30. Where US got Bin Laden out, or whatever they caught Bin Laden. That won an Oscar. Argo, where a CIA agent got Americans out from a tough spot. That got an Oscar. Anything related to any country defending themselves against tyranny of capture or whatever gets Oscar attention for some reason. Okay, and then you put in lots of money in it, and then you're done. The story
No.
didn't make any sense. Storytelling didn't make any sense. The drama behind it is exhausting to watch. I mean, the guy keeps hitting wall, a cement wall, and and there are holes where he hits in cement wall. I mean,
Ray.
that
Okay,
scene,
okay.
that scene where he's contemplating, Arey, should I go against my friend or should I help my village people get independence? Okay, such a powerful scene. It has made into a joke. Why? Why? Why do we have to do that?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, చూడండి it's easy to find flaws in this movie and because
Flaws.
it's very easy. చిన్న చిన్నవి కానీ పెద్దవి కానీ but ultimately it connected with a lot of people కదా.
No, it
Okay,
connected.
it's
You make anything Tollywood in Tollywood, it gets connected to people. That's how they make their money, right?
but
You make love
so here's
story.
the thing.
You make a
Yeah,
bad guy.
okay. There is no love story here, but not the one at least we usually see in Telugu movies. Adi manchidi because I actually wrote an article like 10 years ago. I think
10 years
it
ago.
still stands. Huh? 10 years ago, yeah, yeah. I think it still stands relevant now. Actually, I have the link open right here, uh, which I say. So share just ago.
ఇంతకు ఆర్టికల్ ఏం చెప్తారు నువ్వు? ఐ మీన్ లైక్ వాట్ వాజ్ ఆర్టికల్ అబౌట్?
It is about what is wrong with most of the Telugu movies. Understand? You see this?
Yeah.
Huh?
యా.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
scroll
so
down.
yeah. And
No
I'm not going to
experimentation.
read this, but
He was
as
always
a love story,
perfect.
there is no experimentation.
Yeah, all my
Hero is
problems are
always
these.
perfect.
That's it.
Yes,
And then
I do agree.
and then
Yeah.
the problem is other people keep defending it, and then they make money out of it, and then the movies never get better, and then we keep defending it, and now even when they won the Oscars, they make it about every Indian should like it because it's an independence movie. I mean,
No,
what
they
is
didn't. Nobody said any evidence should like it. So I'll tell you what. I'll
yeah,
defend
did you
RRR
see the
here.
speech?
Huh?
Did you see the speech? He almost
I
sang
didn't see
something,
this.
and then
He sang, but he didn't really say. Okay, I'll talk about the speech later. But yeah,
right.
I'll tell you here's the thing, Gra. So RRR, it is not a love story. So this point is checked off. This doesn't count. There is experimentation because experimentation in various forms.
ఓ గుడ్ దాట్
VFX kani,
ఓకే.
huh?
నో దిస్ ఇస్ రెట్రోస్పెక్షన్ ఈవెంట్. ఐమ్ హ్యాపీ. కూల్.
Hmm. The hero is not perfect here. So this guy, Ram Charan's character had flaws. Although he's not a perfect guy, he has seen he wasn't there to to save everybody. He
రైట్.
he had to Adi. So he's not
ఈస్ దేర్
perfect
టు మేక్
there.
ట్రేడ్ ఆఫ్స్.
Yeah, Adi.
Can
Which
we talk about how
which
both of them are superhuman, or that makes him perfect?
superhuman?
No?
Ante, so Ray. Okay.
Bada, chichi, bada అంటున్నా. Okay, I can answer this, but if you wanna, yes, you can.
చెప్పు.
Not just Telugu movies, generally, in general, movies, do you agree with the fact that movies are for entertainment? I'm not using that as an excuse. but they are for entertainment, right? And in that, in order to kind of aggravate or just intensify the experience more, we have to accept with a phenomenon called suspension of disbelief. That is a prerequisite before watching a movie. You're not going to a scientific experiment and these are the postulates and I have to do this SOP.
ఇవన్నీ ఫిట్
And if,
అవ్వాలి లేకపోతే
yeah,
కాదు
that's
ఆల్టర్నేటివ్.
not the agenda. You're going into a closed room, fitting 100 people, closing, just maintaining that 23 degrees Celsius, 40% relative humidity, lights off, ambience on, all that to give you that experience. It is not a lab room. That's not how it's supposed to be. I agree. Sometimes it's very irritating. The same shit happens with our fast series, right? మన Vin Diesel by Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, yes. They are like, yeah, ఇంకోటి even the Batman movies కూడా, this guy is, again, as we know, he's human, but he uses tech and all these things, but he never fails. Okay. It's not like
So
he's like the perfect superhero. They, and I'm not pointing. Batman is one of my favorites, one of our favorites, to be honest. Yes, we all
yeah,
agree that he's one of our favorites. But
yeah.
it's easy to find flaws. It's almost like uh, it's so sad that even though we won something here, and not we, but our people have won something really big, we're still trying to find flaws in Bistunako.
It's not about
It's just a
finding.
song. And okay,
And
It's not
it's
about.
have a
See,
conversation.
listen, if you, there are other ways where you can show your, emotion or a suspension of their disbelief or any
But okay,
other.
like what?
There's
And
so
let's
better
have a
script,
conversation.
okay, better way of telling your stories, better editing, less visual effects. It can be done, and lots of people are doing it. Why not us is all I'm saying. Why do we need our superheroes, sorry, our heroes to be superheroes without any explanation, and then we need that for entertainment? Nothing else works. Is that what
I
you're
agree.
saying? That we are
I
so
agree with that.
stupid that we can't,
Yeah,
understand real human emotions? Is that what you're saying? Why do we need, these superhuman,
right. Yeah, I agree with the superhuman thing stuff. And the big example is the Balaya movies, and any movie for that matter. It's like hero
any
is
Tollywood
always like,
movie.
it's physically like super strong. అంటే మీరు నా టేక్ ఏంటంటే టు ట్రై టు డిఫెండ్ ది RRR, దీస్ టూ గైస్. అంటే సో these guys are determined to succeed. అంటే వాళ్ళు we know that we have succeeded. We got our freedom. So ఏదో ఒక వేలో చూపిస్తున్నారు అంటే with the weapons they have, with whatever they have. Yeah, go ahead.
First of all, we never saw any freedom there in the whole movie. All we saw is we getting guns out from that one complex.
But that's not the
Okay.
point, kada. This is not the
And after that,
1947 independence, Adi freedom movement. Kada.
then
This
it's
is just
not even
one
okay.
situation, like like two. In fact, this is fictional. Okay, these characters at least Alisita Ramaras existed. Okay, I don't know about the other guy,
Kaurav also
but he
existed.
existed. Huh?
Both existed.
Okay, both of them
Their
existed.
friendship
Okay.
is fictional. Anyway,
Yeah,
the
that,
point
yeah.
is, guys, the thing, how many emotion or non CGI performance based Telugu movies did you watch? Let's be honest.
There's nothing. That's the problem.
There are a lot. There are
What the fuck do
so
you mean
many
there's nothing?
movies.
Did you watch it? Did you watch Kanche? Did you watch? There's a lot of the ton of movies sitting out there. We never watched
Yeah.
it. Nobody bats an eye on it. They're not Oscar
Yeah.
worthy. Who will send them to Oscars? They don't have the buck to spend. Like what you said, they need to do something.
Not every movie has to be Oscar worthy. It has to be watch worthy, at least.
There are a lot of watch-worthy movies. There are like
Did you
maybe
watch
I'll
Kanche?
say hundreds at least last 20-25 years low. But they don't get the recognition, like Shanti said.
Yeah, but then why? That's the problem.
Why aren't they? Okay.
Because they're not mainstream. Damn it, is that a question? Like they are made out of 100.
Why are
less
they
than a
not
crore.
mainstream?
Because
Okay,
When people are capable of making such movies without
people are
these
capable.
extra
It's the
dramatic
audience that's
effects,
the problem. It's the audience that's the problem.
that's
So
what I'm trying
I'll
to get
clear it.
at. Now I agree. It's the
We are not
audience
at
problem.
fault. It's the
Audience are not
audience
the
that
Not
are
the problem. They
audience are the
drive
problem,
this.
sir.
They drive these movies. Of course, audience
Exactly.
is the
So
problem.
okay, Shanti, why do you
So how
think the
much?
audience are not the problem?
Because it doesn't matter if the audience watch it or not. They are made, and it's the responsibility of the academy to recognize it and fucking put it in the
Not
list.
the academy. We're talking about the movie makers and the movie watchers.
What
We're
do you
talking
mean?
They've
about
got
them.
it doesn't. Array, how much it will collect compared to Iron Man or even I don't know any other goddamn CGI movie out there. They're not there to make money. They are concept-oriented movies, which made some difference in the people's minds. They didn't make money
Hmm.
necessarily. And that's how it works with concept movies. We have a ton of concept movies. We don't have the buck to spend and
Okay,
get them
okay.
run till the Oscars.
Got it, got it. You're saying that ఎవరైతే మూవీస్ వేరే మంచి మూవీస్ చేశారో వాళ్ళకి ఇనఫ్ మనీ రాలేదు అంటే లేదు అని ఆస్కర్స్ దాకా
Uh,
మార్కెట్ చేయాలి
be-
అదంటారు అంటే
obviously,
దట్స్ ట్రూ
array,
దట్స్ ట్రూ
the whole movie was movies will be made under a crore. How much do you
యా
think all these three guys, Ram Charan, Ade Amuguru, RRR guys, they are not nominated, right? They are
ఓన్లీ
heroes
టూ
in
అవర్స్
character.
యా
Huh? No,
యాక్టర్స్ ఇద్దరే కదా మెయిన్ యాక్టర్స్
no, Rajamouli, Ram Charan, and NTR. They
ఓకే
they
ఓకే
went to the Oscars. Did you know the fact that they didn't invite or it's not a free entry for them? They paid 20 lakhs per ticket.
Yeah,
60 lakhs లో కాన్సెప్ట్ మూవీ అయిపోతుంది తెలుగులో. దే కెన్ మేక్ అ
యా
మూవీ.
ఐ డోంట్ నో
అండ్
దట్ యాక్చువల్లీ దట్స్ గుడ్ పాయింట్ యా
dude.
the
Audience,
thing, yeah,
audience money, okay, is why this business exists. You can't say it doesn't matter if audience watches it or not.
సరే ఐ థింక్
They are making these kind of movies to make money, and they know that the audience will want to watch that weird, VFX crap. That's why
యూ మిస్డ్ హిస్ పాయింట్
they
యూ
were
మిస్డ్ హిస్
making
పాయింట్
it.
వాడంటూ
Okay.
వాడంటుంది ఏంటంటే హీ వాజ్ బ్లేమింగ్ ది అకాడమీ నాట్ ద మూవీ మేకర్స్ హీ వాజ్ బ్లేమింగ్ ది అకాడమీ టు నాట్ చూస్ గుడ్ మూవీస్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇండియా
Yeah,
ఇన్ ది ఆస్కర్స్
that I
అదంటున్నాడు
agree.
వాడు
Yeah, that I
అదంటున్నాడు
agree.
వాడు హీ వాజ్ సేయింగ్
It's
దట్
always
ఓకే
about. Hmm.
సో ఓకే నేను క్విక్గా నేనేమంటున్నానంటే ఓకే ఇట్స్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్లీ ఓకే ఇట్స్ గ్రేట్ టు సీ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ గెటింగ్ రికగ్నిషన్ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ తెలుగు మూవీ గెటింగ్ రికగ్నిషన్ ఓకే మనం చేస్తున్న ఎఫర్ట్స్కి ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ వెల్ డిజర్వ్డ్ నాట్ మేబీ నాట్ ఫర్ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ ఇన్ ఐసోలేషన్ అంటే ఓన్లీ ఆర్ఆర్ఆర్ కోసమే అని ఓకే ఇట్ డిజర్వ్స్ అన్ ఆస్కర్ ఇట్ డిజర్వ్స్ సమ్ రికగ్నిషన్ బట్ అంటే here's the thing, right? From my perspective, Oscar started as an awards ceremony only for Hollywood movies. Atla start అయింది. Then it slowly became global
bang on,
అనిపిస్తుంది నాకు.
bang
Yeah.
on.
So ఇంకోటి so a few more reasons why, no, not a few more reasons, a few more things. Uh, Even the movie industry became global uh, in the past 70, 80 years since the Oscars have started. So which means these guys have to bring in, people from other countries and recognize them. ఓకే అట్లా చేయాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది మనకు వచ్చింది ప్రీవియస్
Yeah, but
ఇయర్స్
then
లో
their business
ఏషియన్ గేమ్స్ వచ్చింది.
strategy doesn't
యా
mean
యా
that we are making good
ఎస్
movies.
అండ్ నో వన్ మోర్ థింగ్
And RRR
a few
does
more
not
things.
deserve shit. I'm sorry, I
Acha.
can't agree to that. No songs, no story, no, nothing.
Okay, so which movie
It's
do you
just
think?
another
Okay, maybe
average,
if you
Telugu
have
movie.
if you
Yeah,
have
good question about that.
huh?
Go ahead. You got a nice question.
Okay, so what I was asking is, do you have any Telugu movies that you watched that were like worth it to make it to the Oscars?
No, there are some good Telugu movies which I watched, but I don't think they're all Oscar worthy.
Okay, maybe you haven't watched enough Telugu movies to
Maybe I
make.
haven't. Maybe I haven't, but
Yeah,
there is a good reason for that. It's the same story
What?
all over again, the same
not really,
VFX
not
all
really.
over again.
So okay,
Okay.
I'll tell you. Not tell. See, I haven't watched many Telugu movies, but in the last 78 years, I see at least I can name 10 movies out of like 50 movies that I've watched that deserve an Oscar nomination. So starting with Maya Bazaar, 1956. After 70 years back, creating that kind of tech is actually considered one of the greatest Telugu movies. Not one of the movies ever made. Not just Telugu movies, one of the movies ever made.
How many
Uh,
awards did it win?
it
Nope,
not
nothing.
in Oscars, but in India, it won so many awards.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
what I'm saying. Okay.
I don't have the
But
number in mind, but it did so many. Yeah.
no, but what's your latest pick in Telugu?
Latest pick. I don't think you guys know about this movie, but maybe at least it deserves some recognition because it was a different kind of a movie. Ante this one, Shyam Singh Roy.
Acha. Okay.
It has a really good message. అది
Okay.
బాగుంది. అది బాగుంది. ఇంకా I think Ega also, it also deserves some
Uh,
kind of recognition. It's again Rajamouli, and it makes it okay. It's kind of silly a story, but he still
yeah.
made it fun. He made it entertaining.
And see that for these elements won't see there are people like Steve who doesn't really are not really up for kind of accepting such explorations. So Steve, if you're not really aware of what is Ega, the story of Ega in one single line is a fly taking revenge on a human and
I saw.
ultimately
He
killing him.
secretly knows it. He secretly knows it. He does.
Yeah, I
He does
know.
it.
See,
I
look at his
mean,
face over there.
these are the kind of movies I feel like I'm
Badda,
never
Gary,
getting my time again.
okay, reconsidering the question for Badda.
And
Shanti, you want
that
to take it?
I
won
can
an
answer every
Oscar
question technically,
for
but here
Not
is
You,
I can
Go
answer.
on.
No, it doesn't
and that won
matter.
an Oscar. Really?
Dude, see, the
And
thing
by
is,
the way,
ignore
the
the
movie
fact
didn't win
that,
the Oscar. It's the song that won the Oscar.
That's what I'm saying. The song won the Oscar, where it had nothing to do with anything. They were
It's not
dancing
our
around.
fault, right? It's them. It's them that they liked it. So let's just accept
You
that.
know why they liked it? We talked about it before. Yeah, accepted it. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, obviously we have to
maybe.
accept it. We accepted it already,
Okay,
technically.
but it's worth having that recognition. So, Shanti, yeah, go on. You want to know the book.
nothing.
I'm
See,
satisfied with my rant. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I think Shanti and I we have at least like 70% of what you said, which is wrong and person. They're not wrong, but it's technically wrong because first of all, a few things that you said are at least I agree. Okay, he pulling that that cap out from the ground.
yeah,
కొంచెం
yeah.
అది వాడు ఇంకా and they're not tired at all the whole movie and there's like అది అంటే maybe I can let's give it a pass that these guys are because they're it's this their will that is like driving them to to success.
We
ఏమన్నా
we keep
అనుకోవచ్చు
giving
అట్లాగా.
passes to we keep giving passes to these kind of movies every time they come out.
Okay, I
Till
can
when?
always bring
It
that.
has to stop somewhere.
Yeah, okay, so that doesn't mean it's not it's you can't okay, because of a few flaws, a few bad things there, you can't generalize the whole movie as bad. There's a lot of great things in the movie, a lot of things, right? Do you really
Like
think
what?
like suddenly so many I can name like a lot many, but I'm నేను అంటుంది ఏంటంటే so we are the people who made amazing movies in Hollywood. They came and recognized Rajamouli, so they understand the effort it takes to make such a spectacle of a movie. If
Steven
those
Spielberg,
guys are huh
yeah, Steven Spielberg or the
yeah
other guy, what's
వీళ్ళందరూ
his name?
yeah so
Yeah. Anyway,
we are like mere mortals in front of those guys. So వాళ్ళందరూ అంత రికగ్నిషన్ ఇస్తే like who are we to again uh, మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు
They
మనం
recognize.
why should we say bad
They
things about it?
recognize the song.
Not a song. They
yeah, but
recognize చాలా మంది. There were a lot of interviews where uh, these guys recognized the filmmaking skill కూడా రాజమౌళిది. Not just this movie, previous movies
Mm,
కూడా. No,
that's a
I'm
skill
being very
now.
serious. It's a
Okay.
skill, dude. Because every movie
dude,
that he did was a hit. Every movie
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
did was a hit.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now
It
we're
doesn't
back to
happen by
audience
accident
problem.
కదా. No,
That's the
it's not the
audience
audience.
problem again.
it's
Audience
not.
అంటే
See,
చూడు.
okay.
Hmm.
So okay, I'll quickly
Who
finish
makes
here.
it a hit
Then you
then?
take
What do
over.
you mean it's not the
It's
audience?
the audience
Who
that
makes
makes
it a
the movie
hit?
hit. No, it's the
Then
audience that goes. Here's the thing, Rashid. I think there are like different levels of audiences here. So I'll give you another example. So maybe a random Malaya movie. Okay, the three of us know that those movies are horrible. At least the last 20 years, slowly. And other than his, mythological movies, Kani, Avikani, wherever there they're horrible movies. And sorry to all the Ballet fans out there. Uh, uh, we really sorry. This is just our opinion, but we have to say it. Uh, Most
Okay.
of his movies, there is no logic at all. Most scenes లో కానీ dialogues లో కానీ ఏర్లో కానీ లాజిక్కే లేదు. But ఆ మూవీ స్టిల్ హిట్ అవుతాయి. Not because of audience like us. It's he has like a cult fan base ఉంది వాడికి. ఆంధ్రాలో కానీ ఎక్కడ చాలా చాలా దగ్గర. Got a lot of people, they just watch his movies because they just want to shut their mind off and just watch
That's a
random shit. Okay.
that's a very good word you used there just now. Cult following. That's all
ఎగ్జాక్ట్
there
కల్ట్
is.
ఫాలోయింగ్ ఉంది.
That's all
ఇది
there is.
కొంతమందికి ఉంది. సో ఇది దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ కేటగిరీ ఆఫ్ ఆడియన్స్. ఇంకో కేటగిరీ ఆఫ్ ఆడియన్స్, దీస్ గైస్ అప్రిషియేట్ ఫిల్మ్ మేకింగ్. ఓకే, వాళ్ళు ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టి తీశారు, సో లెట్స్ గో అండ్ వాచ్ ఇట్. సో అలాంటి వాళ్ళు దే వాచ్ రాజమౌళి స్టైల్ మూవీస్ బికాస్ దే నో దట్ దిస్ గై is he's a genius in most people's eyes in filmmaking, because
Yeah, in most
everything
people's eyes.
he touches is gold. What touches అంతా గోల్డ్ చెప్పాలంటే. అందుకని they have expectations on this guy, so అందుకని they go and watch his movies. So that is a different set of audience. So this is just like we watching a Aaron Sorkin film or a Steven Spielberg film or a Christopher Nolan film. We know that this guy makes really good movies. So no matter what everybody says out there, we still go and watch it.
No, but
So
then
the
there is a
Batman
difference.
movies.
There's a difference.
What's the
Christopher
difference?
Nolan or Steven Spielberg or whatever. Okay, even if they make good movies, and then obviously you'll go and watch it because you know that they make good movies. And if they don't make one, okay, if for that movie is not a good movie, there is backlash, and then directors have accountability. They have accountability here. Okay, they have to make a better movie next time, or else they will not make the same amount of money. So it's
Yeah.
not as here anything you make after making a gold or 2 golds or whatever, anything you'll still make a gold. And then the directors are not accountable for making shitty movies, and then be
No,
like, hey,
yeah.
hey, Independence
It is true in some
movie,
cases.
you can't
Yeah,
say
but that-
anything. You can't say anything. Okay, or if you say anything, you're not an Indian.
Steve, 3 things, right? Straight. Rather, 2 things are questions in there. Are you a fan of? Okay, have you ever been to Michelin star restaurant in the US or in India?
Once.
You loved it, or it's like okay, experience, fine.
Experience.
So, what's your favorite dish? Something of $100 in Michelin star restaurant or a good biryani?
No, biryani only, obviously. That's where I came
Cool.
from.
Done. That's question 1. Question 2. Remember E.T. Extraterrestrial of Steven
Yeah.
Fan of it?
Yeah. I mean, at that time, it was one of a kind movie.
Oscars?
Why not? I don't think so.
Cool. Now, this is the third one. India cannot afford Michelin star restaurants.
Okay.
We are great in biryanis because हम bulk में बना सकते हैं. मतलब we don't need that. We don't need some connoisseur gourmet chef to come down, invest $10,000 in one single scene, like how Vin Diesel did I Am Groot and he got paid $10 million. We cannot do that. We are not ready for that shit. ET, you're not accepting the fact that ET is. I'm coming. ET is. I don't know it. It got nominated for 7 different appearances in Oscar. Seriously, some jadoo shit coming in. I don't know, raising children like Jesus Christ and doing all kind of crazy things, and that goes to Oscar. RRR cannot. I'm not trying to compare here because ET went RRR should go. I'm not doing that. I'm coming there. Next thing, we don't need Michelin star. We are great in biryanis. We do things in bulk because we are mass. We love, this is our forte. This is our emotion. We love standing in the queue or standing in the middle of the sun, having that, I don't know, uncleaned plate and having, and enjoying that biryani out there. And that is Indian movies. You want to call it cringe, you want to call it, see, I'm also not a fan. but I understand the logic why people kind of fanboy on it, right? And the third thing, you came up with a lot of technical flaws. I can come up with 10 more, but that's not the point. And you also know the fact that some guy out there like Neil deGrasse Tyson can kind of answer every of your question technically. For example, how did that guy punch holes in cement wall? I say that's made in 1920s. It's lime and I don't know cow dung bricks. How can't he punch cement? I don't know holes in that wall.
That's a very good
Uh,
point.
No, I
If
have points like that for every single question of yours, and everything will be answered technically. There is something called historical strength. Like I don't know, a 70-year-old guy in Germany has lifted a car up because his grandchild got stuck in some kind of quicksand. He pulled out. That is the amount of megapascals he required. It doesn't stay at any age. Forget 70, but he pulled it out successfully. I don't know if I can pull out the article of that, but that is called historical strength, be it in terms of pulling the metal cage out of the ground, or I don't know, pulling the whole ammo from the British mansion. Everything can have answers, but that's not the point. The point is experience. The point is how easy are you on in suspending your disbelief and just enjoy the movie like a biryani. You don't need to have those lush, salt bay kind of sprinkles and make it so look pop. We're not that. We are not in that land. It's not our theme. It's not our forte. Uh, we don't want to
okay,
make such movies. We cannot.
if
Even if we.
you if you want to give me an explanation in the
Mm-hmm,
movie, okay, as
mm-hmm.
to what happened, how it is happening, or let's say this guy had superhuman strength or whatever, he got irradiated when he was a kid, some kind of explanation which does not pull me back from the actual experience of the movie. When I'm trying to understand what Ramcharan is feeling, okay, okay, at that particular moment, okay, when he was just saved by his friend from the venom, okay, I want to experience only that, because that is so powerful. Okay,
That's you,
and
my friend.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, again, boils down to the
Hmm.
audience. They like it, they
Yeah.
like it. This is my opinion. Okay,
Hmm.
and in my opinion, they shouldn't even be awarded one Telugu award, thing. Forget Oscars. It's absolutely insane. Okay, that's just my opinion. Obviously, everybody has their own, and which is
Got it.
fine.
Got one more
That's
thing
how it
now
should
I'd
be.
like to add. So I'll bring up the example of the movie Titanic. So Titanic,
Uh huh.
if you look the movie, like from a far, not in a microscope. Okay, in a microscope, just say there are a lot of flaws there. Starting from this guy being able to easily go into the VIP section, you know, uh, you know, you know, and all
Easily
those
go
things
into the VIP
that have
section.
happened there, huh? In the
Yeah.
VIP section. Tarvata,
He was
all the way
invited for
down
dinner.
to Dan Tarvata, and for a lot of times he went there, okay, just like that.
Okay.
Okay. I can we can find
How is
we can
that
find faults
disbelief?
there.
They were like two
Okay,
people on a
because
boat guarding a door. You can
okay,
get into it
right.
easily.
At the end,
Not an
everybody knows that
army.
there is enough space for even what parent DiCaprio కూడా సేఫ్ అది జరిగే స్పేస్ ఉంది అక్కడ బట్ that didn't happen. So for a lot of
Oh,
people
the door.
it's a romantic movie, but in fact for a lot of guys it's a horror film. Nobody wants to admit that.
Why
Okay,
is
because
it?
all men die at the end. Only the women survive. Women
One
and
are
children
more
survive.
curious.
so, so
I mean,
1990,
yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is we can find fault in maybe every movie out there, but that's not the point. It's just entertainment for most people. It's just how does it make you feel? Okay, it didn't make you feel good. Okay, because you were so busy in finding faults in the movie.
No, I'm
It's
not
about
busy
that.
in finding. Dude, I'm never busy in finding faults in a movie. I just want to watch a movie, experience it, whatever the director wants to tell a story, right? Whatever he wants to tell, I want to experience it that way. Feel good, feel bad, feel whatever he wants me to feel or they want me to feel, and then move on to and with a takeaway saying, that's a good movie. That's it. I am not a movie critic. I'm not sitting down and noting down all faults and all. I'm telling you guys what brought me out of the movie, back into this reality and be like, what the fuck did I just watch? Okay, those are the points I'm bringing up. That's it. I'm not sitting. I want to watch a movie. 3 hours of my life. Okay, I'm not sitting there and making notes there. I'm just saying, don't take me out of the experience. That's it.
Anyway, so Steve, as knee perception, appreciate that. Good that you got the balls to put everything up front and in brutally honest way. There are definite
He was
points.
brutal, but also honest.
So yeah, but either way, yes, but let's end this opinion session with our quick conclusions and yep, let's call it a day.
That's called night, to be honest. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, Robin.
Oh, me, huh? Okay. Well, I don't know
We'll
why I
take
need
a
to
round robin, Kani.
round robin.
Round
Yeah,
robin.
I don't know why we need to have balls to speak our mind in a democratic free speech society. Apparently, at least that is the,
He doesn't know the rules in India.
yeah, I know.
Yes,
I know
Japa.
what's happening right now in India. Where freedom of speech is being suppressed in Punjab and
Everywhere,
there's so many.
everywhere.
Exactly, everywhere.
Even in the US.
So yeah, obviously everywhere, even in the US. But anyway, the point is, I don't want to speak bad about our own movies, okay? But I am compelled to do so because that's how I feel after watching these movies. All I want is for us to get better, okay? And if we can get that stage, I would love to be watching Tollywood movies as soon as they release in the theater. That kind of enthusiasm, but I don't have that right now. And if someday it gets there, great. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna watch too many movies anyway, like the Tollywood movies. So those are my thoughts.
Cool. But then you.
So again, okay, we have to watch. It's a movie at the end of the day, so it's entertainment. Again, so we can. It's good to analyze this. It's good to analyze. It's art at the end. Okay, it's a form of art. So it's good to analyze art. So it's an amazing movie. I actually loved it. Okay, we usually don't say these things much. Okay, at least the three of us. Okay,
So
so
you,
I
you
love the
honestly felt it
movie.
amazing? Okay, that's nice.
Amazing. I'll give it like 4 out of 5 easily
Nice,
because
nice. Okay.
because at least even though the story was usual, but the representation VFX kani Avanta kani, it's really good, really good. It didn't feel dragged on. Okay, no point. Okay, final thought ఏంటంటే, so again, like Robin said, I agree with him. We have to make our movies better because people expect better and better stuff for us because they know that we are capable of making good movies. So we have to. It's up to the movie makers to make good movies because when the audience also expect good content from us, from the movie makers even. And the other thing, Anthony, I think now that Rajamouli has caught the attention of all these global popular filmmakers, in the back of his mind, he will be very, very conscious of making good
Yes.
movies, moving on. So he knows
Yeah.
that these guys have their eyes on India now. We are a big market for them. And the other reason why I think we got an Oscar finally is because uh, India is a big commercial market, USK. There's a lot of money, there's a lot of moolah ikkada. సో
Acha.
ఒకసారి మనకి ఒక రికగ్నిషన్ ఇచ్చాక ఆస్కర్స్ కూడా కొత్త ఆడియన్స్ వస్తుంది సో బికాస్ డూ యూ గైస్ నో దట్ ఆడియన్స్ ఆస్కర్స్ ఇస్ లూజింగ్ వ్యూవర్షిప్ ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ ఫ్యూ ఇయర్స్ సో దే క్యాపిటలైజ్డ్ ఆన్ 1.5 billion people with this movie so అంటే it's
I think that's the only reason we were there.
That's not the only reason. We deserve it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're there. So I really think we deserve it. So
Cool,
maybe for a
anyway.
reason. Okay, no, okay, I'll finish it up soon. Now it's the movie maker's responsibility to make better movies because the whole world's eyes are on us, or at least that's what I see because we got really good recognition from this movie. And the other thing for the audience is you have to change. I mean, you have to be matured as a viewer. You should appreciate good filmmaking, not just random, Atlantic Kadu. You have to be better because it's you that drives good movies. అంటే ఆడియన్స్ ఉంటేనే ప్రొడక్ట్ ఉండేది. సో ప్రొడక్టే మంచి ప్రొడక్ట్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది when the audience is good, when the audience wants it. So that's what I see. We have to make good movies and we have to appreciate good movies. And we have to watch good movies at the end. So that is my take.
Cool,
And the
cool.
world is and the
Uh,
world is looking at us. Yeah, yeah.
Great. Uh, Absolutely. So, but I agree. The thing is, now we have the onus to make better movies and step up our game because, fortunately or unfortunately, RRR is in bagged an Oscar. So, we've got the eyes now. I mean, we've got the focus now. But the area where I play cringe is, see, RRR is good, but it's not. I wasn't a fan of it. It's a great movie. I was really entertained. I identified a lot of flaws like Steve did, but I just made peace with it because I watched it like a Telugu movie, and that's how it is. And I enjoyed it to the core. And I liked Bahubali better. Ega better than Bahubali, and for me, I don't know what's that. Maryada Ramana is also a great movie, and all these are not even Oscar worthy. There are better Oscar worthy movies from India. Like my personal favorite is Jersey. There is some
Yeah.
movie by late Balasubramaniam and that veteran female actress where there are
No, no,
only
no,
two
no.
characters for the entire movie.
Yes,
So these
yes,
are some
yes, yes.
movies which really imprint some I don't know something on your soul, and you just can't leave it for days. So, but these won't go for Oscar hands down. Why? Because I don't know why should they. And now this is my final take. Oscars are shit. I don't really bother about Oscars because why should I? I'm not there in the theaters to get to kind of appreciate some person who went into some kind of trauma, then he kind of tapped on that specific niche where the audience will really reverberate with it. Why do I need that? I go there for entertainment. I need some inspiration, I need some pump, and I just run out. That's how I like it. I don't like those deep concept oriented movies where I want to go for the Oscars run and I want to invest so much. So the thing is, India doesn't need Oscars. Is my take. We are good with whatever we have, irrespective of the
Yeah,
fact that we need to get better, obviously.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd be more either which ways. I'm super duper happy, excited. Even I was jumping when Kiravani was taking that. I was all excited, and this is just a start. But this should not be, like Steve said, this might not or should not be the way we want to show up the movies into the Oscars. We have better content. But yes, I'm still a fanboy of Rajmouli, irrespective of what happens to his Oscar nominations. So yes, guys, these are our takes on the whole topic. We love to see the audience uh, to drop in their opinions in the comment boxes. Lovers, haters, do something but respond. So yeah, that's how we like it. So yeah, that's episode 2 of Noob and Curious.
Signing off.
Signing
Second
off.
one.